Welcome to the He's Got Issues Independent Comics Edition number 27. I'm John Cooney here to preview new independent comics being released August 28th, 2013, beginning alphabetically with Boom Studios and Fanboys Vs Zombies number 17. Welcome to 4 Stories of the Apocalypse, a series of 4 standalone tales featuring fan-favorite characters from FVZ Universe. First up, the phantasmic Drake Matterson teams up with the original Wrecking Crew member J-Mac, or what's left of him anyway, to figure out what unfinished business is keeping him on the earthly plane. Hint, it's zombie killing. Next, we've got Peanuts number 11. Appealing to old fans and new alike, this ongoing series features classic Schultz original Sunday strips and a whole series of new Peanuts stories, including the return of the infamous Snoopy persona, Joe Cardshark. This is a comic you won't want to miss. We've also got Regular Show number 3. Don't miss a single issue of the most anticipated all-ages comic of 2013. Mordecai and Rigby are just real like that, but something's about to enter their life that will change it forever. Written by acclaimed cartoonist Casey Green of Gun Show, with incentive covers pretty enough to hang in your rec room. And we've got Steed And Mrs Peel number 11. Final issue. Never so close to revenge, John Cartney has come tantalizingly close to defeating John Steed and Emma Peel before, but now with the Cybernauts on his side, his plans may finally come to fruition. The devastating battle concludes in this can't-miss finale. From Dark Horse Comics, we've got Angel and Faith number 25. Millions of lives hang in the balance, and Angel and Faith just might be on the losing end of this battle. It's times like these that call for drastic measures. How far will they go to save the world? Lives are lost, heroes are born, and as one chapter ends, another begins. Next, we've got Captain Midnight number 2. It's only been 72 hours since he appeared on The Present, but 3 people have already tried to kill Captain Midnight. When faced with an FBI agent tasked with his capture, a fanboy pilot who knows his history, and the badass granddaughter of his lost love, the time-traveling hero must decide if he can trust these unlikely allies as he attempts to take on one of his oldest enemies. We've also got Itty Bitty Hellboy number 1. A ghost named Rasputin has been spotted, and Hellboy and the BPRD are going to find out what he's up to. Who is Hellboy anyway? Why does he have such a big hand, and what is it used for? Who's weirder, him or his friends? What is the BPRD, and what does Chicken Soup have to do with all of it? This and more answers in the debut issue, where big things happen to Itty Bitty Hellboy. The creators of Tiny Titans, Superman Family Adventures, and Aw Yeah Comics come to Dark Horse. Next, we've got King Conan, the Hour of the Dragon number 4 of 6. Betrayed, deposed, and in hiding, Conan rides for his old capital of Tarantia with bloody vengeance in his heart, but his devious wizard Zalotun has spies in the sky and soldiers on the ground. The solitary barbarian is forced to seek counsel from an unlikely ally who has a few beastly servants of her own. We've also got Mass Effect Foundation number 2. Urdnot Rex, one of the most dangerous mercenaries in the galaxy, crosses paths with a mysterious secret agent in this explosive adventure. Written by Mac Walters, lead writer of Mass Effect 2 and 3 video games. Next, we've got the massive number 15. Ninth wave presence within the United States' now sunken borders has caused a disruption that a rogue U.S. Navy battle group plans to end. Mismatched and outnumbered by a fleet of larger ships, the crew of Capital must rely on the unexpected aid of a rogue member of the Ninth Wave in the explosive conclusion of Brian Wood's comic book Return to New York City. We've also got Mind Management number 14. What you didn't know about Meru could just about fit in this issue. From the creator of 3 Story and Super Spy and co-writer of JLA, a single-part story perfect for new readers. We've also got Star Wars Legacy Volume 2 number 6. When word comes that Sith are being sought out and murdered by another Sith, Anya Solo and Imperial Knight Zhao want to find out why. The only things standing in their way are the Empire, the Jedi, the Galactic Alliance, and the Imperial Knights. And we've got Station to Station one-shot. Something terrible has happened in the Bay Area. A pipeline explosion has totaled Treasure Island and destroyed the Bay Bridge. At least that's the official story. An interdimensional monster has been brought to San Francisco, and only the men responsible can fight it off. But can they resist its brainwashing? From the pages of Dark Horse Presents. From Dynamite Entertainment, we've got Damsels, Giant Killer, one-shot. Queen Jacqueline of Villeneuve is a benevolent ruler, a loving mother, a devoted wife, and a woman with a monstrous score to settle. Set more than a century before the events of Damsels, this gigantic one-shot tells the tale of one woman's quest for ultimate revenge. By sword or by sorcery, all shall be slain. Next, we've got Jim Butcher's The Dresden Files Ghoul Goblin number 6 of 6. Harry Dresden has traveled to rural Boone Mill to smoke out the Never Never refugees responsible for the murders of 2 siblings. Unfortunately, the quiet little town has proven to be treacherous, with multiple supernatural predators laying claim to hunting territory and seemingly innocent townsfolk hiding terrible secrets. Dresden has made the cursed Talbot's salvation his own personal crusade, but a bloodline can't be cleansed without a blood sacrifice. We've also got Mark Waid's The Green Hornet number 5. Once one of the wealthiest and most influential men in the city, ex-publisher Britt Reed can't seem to put his life back together, but if he doesn't do it soon, the Green Hornet will pay the ultimate price. We've also got Miss Fury number 5. In a future New York that's been turned into a war zone by a flying V the size of Manhattan, the truth is finally revealed to Miss Fury. Has her time traveling been real, or is she insane back in 1943? And who exactly has been manipulating her throughout? With only a dead Nazi scientist as her guide, it's time for Marla Drake to decide what she's willing to fight and die for. We've also got Uncanny number 3. Professional thief for hire Weaver is introduced to the mysterious arms dealer Deacon Styles, who has a proposition for him. All he has to do is steal a briefcase, but why bring a man of such unique abilities halfway around the world for such a lowball heist? Something doesn't add up, because Weaver isn't the only one in Deacon's crew with uncanny abilities. And we've got Vampirella number 33. On the island of Côte de Soleil, an old dead evil has returned to reclaim long-lost power, and that's not the only sinister thing slithering around. Transformation is the name of the game when Vampirella and Voodoo have a rumble in the jungle. From IDW Publishing, we've got Doctor Who Prisoners of Time number 8 of 12. Our year-long celebration of Doctor Who's 50th anniversary continues. The 8th Doctor takes the spotlight in this issue of a 12-part epic adventure featuring all 11 incarnations of the Doctor. After helping him defeat the Master, the Doctor attempts to convince Grace Holloway to join him on his travels in this untold tale. Next, we've got G.I. Joe number 7, Cobra Takes Manhattan. It was inevitable once the G.I. Joe team relocated that Cobra Commander would put the Big Apple squarely in his sights, and now the Mad Monk is in charge. But the Baroness and Destro are cooking up some schemes of their own. The question is, will those schemes make them allies to Duke and company? Next, we've got G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero number 193. While Snake Eyes and Scarlet get some well-deserved rest in the mountains, G.I. Joe prepares to take Cobra to task. But things won't be that easy once Cobra Commander unveils his ultimate plan. It's a countdown to catastrophe in G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero. We've also got Godzilla, Rulers of Earth number 3. San Diego has become the latest victim of a monstrous invasion from the sea. With Godzilla recovering from his last destructive battle, it's up to a familiar face to fight off the monstrous Destroyer Swarm. Next, we've got Jericho, Season 4, number 4 of 5. Jake continues to be wary of John Smith's motives and gets hold of Smith's prized possession, the Precipice. Jake will use this tool to uncover some new secrets about Smith's story and unravel his deeper ambitions. Meanwhile, imprisoned Hawkins' ultimate plan to get the ASA leadership more invested in Jericho backfires as Adam Palmer, the ASA mole, becomes Beck's newly minted right-hand man. We've also got Judge Dredd Classics number 2. Block Mania continues here. Mega City 1 is in the grips of block madness, and Dredd must track down the villain who poisoned his city and turned everyone against each other. Close calls and espionage abound in this recolored collection of Judge Dredd classics. We've also got Kill Shakespeare, The Tide of Blood, number 5 of 5. Chaos has come again. The new installment of Harvey-nominated series ends with a broken Shakespeare and the mercy of the mad wizard Prospero, and Juliet fleeing her star-crossed lover Romeo, who has decided if the two are not meant to be, then death is the only option. We've also got My Little Pony Friendship is Magic number 10. The trials and tribulations of Big Mac continue. His epic journey continues as Big Mac must come face to face with some of the most unique citizens of Ponyville. Drama, revelations, dancing. This one's got it all. Next, we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1, 100-penny press edition. Witness the return of the original heroes in half-shell to comics for only $1. Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael bring the ninja aptitude and teenage attitude to IDW Publishing in this ongoing action-packed series. Featuring a cast of familiar characters, Master Splinter, April O'Neil, Casey Jones, and more, and true to the spirit of the original comics created by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are bigger and badder than ever, and here's where it all began. Next, we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 25, City Fall Part 4. City Fall continues as Shredder reveals his new second-in-command, Leonardo. While the underworld readies their armies, the Turtles must come together if they have any hope of saving their brother. Don't miss this landmark 25th issue that sees the launch of a full-scale war on New York City. The Savate, Foot Clan, and Slash are all back, along with a couple of shocking special guests. Next, we've got Thumbprint by Joe Hill, number 3 of 3. The list of suspects swells as Mal comes to terms with her past sins. Someone in her life is looking for revenge, and they're determined to get it. Find out who in this chilling conclusion to Joe Hill's Thumbprint. Next, we've got Transformers More Than Meets the Eye, number 20. Nowhere to run. The end is nigh for the surviving members of the Lost Light crew as enemies old and new move in for the kill. But on the fringes of known space, an ancient visionary is about to eliminate the Cybertronian race with a wave of his hand. Next, we've got Transformers Prime Beast Hunters number 4, Primeval Predators. The Dinobots have stumbled upon some of Shockwave's old experiments. Now they're running rampant across the Cybertronian underground. It's up to Grimlock and Swoop to subdue the enemy, but with pressure mounting and his foes wreaking havoc, can Grimlock keep his own rage in check? And we've got Transformers Regeneration 1, number 94, Cybertron Under Siege. As Bludgeon's Blitz engines wreak havoc, the Autobots struggle to muster a response to a threat that feels all too close to home. But their greatest warrior, Ultra Magnus, has problems of his own in the shape of a fighting mad Galvatron. It's the clash of titans you've almost never seen before. From Image Comics, we've got Lazarus number 3, Family Part 3. Forever, now a guest of Family More in Mexico, shares a message and ultimatum and gets to know her opposite number, the More Lazarus, Joaquin. In Los Angeles, the twins continue their plot against their father using Forever as their pawn. Next, we've got Mind the Gap number 13, R.I. Peterson, Part 1. The race to kill Elle begins here. Min and her lackeys wrestle to control the final fate of Elle, but there are others who may be one step ahead. The only thing that's certain is that Elle must die. As Elle's time as she knows it winds down, learn how it all began with the flashback to the origin of Jairus. Is this the beginning of the end, or just the end of the beginning? We've also got Morning Glories number 30 with the solicit Smaller Rebellions. Next, we've got Secret number 3, The System. Things begin to unravel as we learn the identity of who Steadfast is working for. Billions and billions of bits of data floating through the air screaming to anyone who will listen, follow the money. Next, we've got Sex number 6. What is the Saturnalia? Simon Cook's lawyer wants to know, and he'll do anything to find out. And we do mean anything. Also this issue, the unfortunate consequences of high-tech supervillainy, and you knew we'd eventually ask, do sex and politics mix? We've also got Skull Kickers number 24, Before Skull Kickers, a return to our classic legacy numbering just in time for a new set of Tavern Tales, 4 short stories by top-flight talent detailing the earlier adventures of our heroes. We've also got Super Dinosaurs number 20. In the aftermath of their first battle with Tyrannosaurus X, Derek and Super Dinosaur get fancy. And we've got Think Tank number 9, Field Test Part 1. Dr. David Lauren used to worry about the deadly consequences of his creations from the safety of his laboratory, but now he's been deployed to Taiwan to oversee a field test gone awry. Will having the mysterious SEAL Team 6 as his bodyguards be enough to ensure that David returns home alive? Alright, nothing from Valiant this week, so that's a look at the top independent publishers, but there's still plenty of other books out as well, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the Marvel and DC videos for this week, as well as my usual roundup of all my favorites for the week, with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Tumblr to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.